Ladies and gentlemen, the Modern Warfare 3 Zombies reveal is here. We got the initial trailer, the cinematic, I think that's like the opening cutscene or whatever. That's been revealed, and I was not interested at all in it. It just, you know, it's a zombies trailer, and the zombies were in it for like 0.4 seconds. So we're already off to a good start. We have the COD Next showcase, whatever this is, I guess. It's like their version of like their own little reveal event thing. I don't know. But it was really hard to find the zombie section. I think this is the zombie section of the stream. So we're going to take a look at it. I did preview it a little bit just to make sure everything was working, but we are already kind of boned because of what this bozo says. If it loads.
Straight from our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at modern...
From Treyarch. Dude, that means Treyarch has been working on this. That is so bad already. That means that has been time away from making COD 2024 Zombies really good. That means it's been time taken away from making it a really good mode. So I'm already worried, not only about this, but about COD 2024 Zombies. I don't know what to expect there, because then they're going to pull out the, oh, well, we had to work on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, so we only had a year to work on this bullshit. So I'm already worried for COD 2024 Zombies, let alone this. So I think this is the trailer here. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm already seeing a lack of characters.
One of our patrols reported hostile contact.
Just the campaign characters at most, but these are just standard operators.
Infill into a low threat zone. Nothing gets in, and nothing, I say again, nothing gets out.
So I'm seeing this is just like maybe just at most a PvE DMZ mode. Okay, we got the Mangler guy, or not the Mangler, well that's the Mangler. Yeah, a lot of reused Cold War enemies, nothing new so far. Okay, there's friendly stuff. This just seems like more Outbreak. Again, I hope this is better than Outbreak. Outbreak, I think, was like probably the worst thing ever in zombies. Hopefully this is better. That gun looked kind of cool, and there seemed like some sort of ability. So, are there going to be multiple squads? I'm a little confused there. Like, is there going to be like multiple teams of 4 in this area? That sort of thing? I don't know. There's the disciple guys. At least there's a pack-a-punch camo. Lol. Okay, this is the new Orda. Or that's the Abomination. That's not even the Orda. That's not even like a. It's just the Abomination. Lamau. Wow, ray gun. I'm so impressed. This is all just shit we've seen before. Nothing new. It's just Outbreak again. Really? That was it? Is there gonna be a stinger? Okay, that's a stinger. Okay, so that's gonna be like the reused Orda boss that was in Cold War. Cool, I guess.
You just got a sneak peek at the end of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. More on that in just a bit.
They're already selling blueprints. They're already selling you a pre-order.
Because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin is the Associate Director of Design, and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is
we
so
fired
exciting
Jason Blundell because he doesn't know media training.
To be here.
Yes,
it looks awesome in here.
I hope
we just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
When I think of the undead, I think of
the ambiance. Yeah, I mean, There's something about purple and zombies that just, it really does something for me.
Not
But guys,
really.
earlier
When
this
has
week,
there ever been
we
purple
held
and zombies
an
before
event
Cold War?
At Treyarch, we were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next.
A couple different groups of
Treyarch,
creators.
First time
so
you guys have had folks in the studio.
lots of zombies
in a
YouTubers.
long
I
time. We're
didn't hear
super
anything
excited.
about
I want
Lex
to talk a little bit
or
about
any
the
of them
event, some
going
of
to
the awesome reactions we got
the
to see
zombies
in the
event.
room from these guys.
Yeah, no, it was
Maybe
a great
like
experience
Noah.
bringing in those people.
Did Noah go? I don't know.
You know, zombies is traditionally something that is
Okay,
a
there's
mode
Dalek.
based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get us.
I don't recognize any of these guys. I think Dalek is the only.
Feedback, and we just had a really.
And Dalek
great
isn't even a
time
zombies
playing with
YouTuber anymore.
We're getting to see a couple of the reactions.
None of these guys
in
are
the room
zombies
there. They got to see
YouTubers.
some footage. They got some play
None of these
time.
guys are zombies
You guys
YouTubers.
answered about
Yeah.
some questions.
Yeah. The playtest though was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments.
Guys, do you recognize a single one of these people? I don't know any of these people. I don't see Mr. Raffle Waffles. I don't see Noah. I know Dalek. And Dalek's not even a zombies YouTuber anymore. I don't see Lex. I don't see Pat. I don't see Chopper. I don't see JC. I don't see anyone.
It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, as you know, having been
I
in
don't
the lab,
see
making this for
Liam,
so long,
I don't
right? And then
see,
getting people to see it. And what you guys said before, I remember
Crazy
you guys mentioning that
Rabbit.
it's not a thing you do often,
No.
bringing people into
Yeah.
the studio. So
Who
that
are
must
these
have been a
people?
very,
Who are these creators? Who are these creators? Maybe I'm wrong. These are like zombies YouTubers that have like maybe 5,000 subs. You know, like some of those guys.
almost
like
a revealing experience for you
world's first
guys.
guys.
Yeah, it felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside of the zombies
Yeah.
community. Outside of the zombies community, I don't recognize a single goddamn person.
So,
It's like we were right. Yeah.
We did it. Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there.
Is there going to be a round-based map? No. Is there going to be an Easter egg? No. Is there going to be any fun? No.
Easter eggs. We
Uh-huh.
love. We
All right. I'm gonna guess they're gonna like really, how should I say this? Like really go around the question. They're gonna be like, "Oh guys, we don't want to share everything. We don't want to share everything here because they don't have an Easter egg. There's not gonna be an Easter egg. And if there is an Easter egg, it's gonna be like a tiny one.
know
We don't
them,
want to
love them,
share
we want them in
everything.
zombies.
Just yes or no,
What,
is there
if
going to be a
anything,
main
can you
quest
tell us,
Easter egg
give us
similar
a
to
little
pre-Cold
tease?
War?
I mean,
Little tidbit, a little morsel.
Little something.
Probably
we
not.
can't give
I'm
them
not
all.
giving any.
Well, then what should we expect?
So
at
if
least?
you
Oh man, I can be a perfect PR person because all you just say is bullshit. You just spew bullshit. Yes or no, is there an
if you
Easter
were paying
egg?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time,
Okay.
maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think that is going to lead.
Okay, so that giant fucking penis, I think that's just gonna be like a world boss that you can spawn in. Like you do an Easter egg and you spawn it in, right? It's not like an actual main quest, right? So no, there will not be a main quest.
So my question, which is with so much that needs to be unpacked here, I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of zombies?
It's not creative. We just put zombies in a Warzone map.
The difference is potentially from, you know, the previous game till this.
So in the previous game, we made this game called Black Ops 3, and we made this map called Shadows of Evil, and it blew everyone away, and it set a new bar for like creativity, gameplay flow, Easter eggs, hidden Easter eggs. You know, people are still breaking the speedrun world record for Shadows of Evil, and it's getting hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions, on maps like Shadows and Origins, right? We made those maps. We were so creative and so inspired by the magic of zombies, and we realized that we couldn't do that, so we're riding on the namesake of it, and we made Cold War, and a lot of people liked it for some reason. So we're like, hey, we can do a quarter of the work and get the same amount of money because of the good name of Zombies Chronicles. Lol. Remember when Zombies was good like 10 years ago?
This one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely.
They're gonna say, what was the question? It's like what is they're different from previous iterations? So they're gonna say this is the largest one because it's the largest physical map, and they're gonna say like there's the most to do because of the amount of HUD markers on the screen, right? Something like that. I haven't seen this at all.
And we're really doing that.
I
here.
haven't seen this at all. I'm just
taking
guessing
our
what they're saying.
gameplay, our classic Zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on the big map and all of the.
The big map. That's like their selling point. It's a Warzone map. Is this a Warzone map?
Experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space.
I'll be really fair about this. If this is a brand new map, I'll give it a lot more credit. If this is a zombie specific map, I'll give it so much more credit. But if this is a Warzone map or a ground war map or something like that, then immediate like minus 10 points here. But if this is a brand new map, I'll give it a lot more credit. I don't play Warzone, but you know, the Warzone guys might be like, oh yeah, this is Verdansk or what, I don't know. But still.
And the higher player count. And then on top of that,
the higher player
in
count.
the modern warfare
So I think I'm right with that. You get multiple squads of 4 kind of interacting, and it's going to be DMZ but with zombies. That's what this is going to be.
Where you have their equipment, the operators, and it just feels so badass, you know?
And it's in this massive open
They're really harping on
world co-op.
That's their selling
experience.
point.
So that's something
That's
that
their
feels
selling point.
Exciting.
That's how
it
big the
feels
map
different.
is.
Kind of what led you guys to design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big.
So we, so how they design Modern Warfare Zombies. These are the Treyarch guys. They're gonna say, here's the actual answer. We weren't planning on doing this, but Activision wanted us to make money. So instead of making something creative and cool, we made this shit in like 2 weeks. That's the actual answer.
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Yeah.
Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had pure
PvE.
Yes, pure
Okay. They're talking about size. I'll say this. I think size, or I know size ruins zombies. Like, there is such thing as too big of a map. I think Voyage of Despair and Blood of the Dead proved that spectacularly. Those are way too big of zombies maps. There seems to be like a perfect size for a zombies map. And I think Drak and Garad Krovi and all those maps are like the perfect size. I think you can look at Zetsubo, like Zetsubo no Shima. I think that's like creeping into like too big of a zombies map, you know? But it also is like, oh man, Zetsubo no Shima, it's like how far back does the bunker go? Like that's kind of like the cool part of it. But then you get a map like, Voyage of Despair, where it's all kind of the same. It's all very similar, so you're not really wondering like how big is, like, oh man, this map keeps going. Like, wow. I think there is such thing as too big of a map. So these condensed box maps of like the condensed maps that we got previously in previous games, and then imagine stretching that way the fuck out to a Warzone size map. Now, granted, you have vehicles, but I'm assuming, I haven't seen a Tempest in the trailer, probably because if they reveal that, then it'll get dislike bombed. But the Tempest ruined Outbreak, like unironically. Like they make the map really massive, and then it's like, okay, we'll put vehicles on the map. Okay, psych. No more vehicles because we have Tempests that have auto aim and can shut off your vehicles. So it's like, vehicles are cool, but you're fucking putting in Tempests in the game. So hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that at the very least they won't put Tempests in the game, because I think that will unironically raise the score, or so like some EMP putting device. or some like vehicle shut off enemy. You know, unless it's like a big enemy that requires your attention, like none of that. None of that. Okay? None of that.
PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's we usually have 4 players.
Kind of. Safe is relative.
You usually have 4 players. So what are they doing here?
And then you mentioned like the way that the game is played, the open world, but how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also like
do
I like
their
running
own
solo
thing
from
because
time to
no
time.
one uses
Is that
a
also
mic.
something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is that
It's
you're all
just
on the same
zombies
team trying to
DMZ.
do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you
of
can
6.
form a super team.
yeah.
Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys, from what I've
I
seen.
mean,
Experienced players.
if you want a challenge,
I would
you can
highly
go
recommend
solo,
it,
but
because
it is a lot
zombies
of fun
players,
to grab some friends,
like,
form those
just
super
randoms are
squads.
ass.
Yeah.
And again, the map is massive. There's zombies everywhere. There's other surprises
We're
everywhere.
gonna get to
Yes,
that.
we'll
We're gonna get to that.
I'm getting excited.
And so a couple weeks ago, we saw the very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the cinematic that we released, which really sets the stage for the narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies in that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through what's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic. And if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different
But you
timelines in
spoiled
interesting
how
ways. I can't
COD
go into all of it,
2024
but
Zombies
there's a
is gonna
reason for
end.
that. Now, the next question which you're hinting
Because we
to
know
is,
Weaver's
why
gonna
is Zakayev
die.
alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him
there a
get
body?
shot. I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was
I
water
really
at the
don't
bottom.
like that
It had been
they're-
drained.
I don't
Lots
know,
of blood.
dude.
Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true
know,
sort of
dude.
villain fashion,
I
he
don't
starts to
like
hear
how they're
whispers
tying
himself
the
as he's recovering
campaign
from
and all
falling
that
down that
shit
silo, which he
together.
did.
Yeah, that hurts.
Because
That
what if
hurts
you
a
make a
little bit.
shitty
Is
campaign
about this new
character,
thing
you
called
know?
Ethereum, and he wants to get it, and that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door, like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story, and players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback. It's
So
canon. We've got
what's the
worlds
iteration
colliding
gonna be like?
with
Is it
Cold
just
War with
this
Modern
one
Warfare. We'll
map,
talk a
or is
little
there
bit
gonna
more
be
about that
DLC
later.
maps?
But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
at
because
how
you
these
spoiled
come
it.
to
I'm
life
sure they
in
were
the
trying to like,
actual
oh, it's like,
game.
oh, a powerful
Yes.
character death with Weaver dying. That could have been like a powerful character death in COD 2024, but you already spoiled it. Okay, so this is gameplay.
Your objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map. Once tower
Is
is
this-
active, use decryption key from Jansen's tablet to establish comms.
It's Ravenov. Why is the jump cut? What is with these jump cuts?
Enemy birds closing on your position. Clear the deck and
What?
jump
There's
top.
enemy AI?
Objective is on the roof.
I thought they said there wasn't PvP. Wow, it's literally just the same animations. Just the same animations. Cool.
Oh, you got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Protect Dr. Jansen. We need her alive.
Target down. Zakayev will unleash this hell everywhere from New York to Joburg if we can't stop him here.
Clear and hold that LZ strike team. Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all threats.
So what you just saw there was just a little snippet of that story mission intro, and what's really exciting again about this opportunity across
That looks
the
so
open world
lame,
is,
dude.
like
Come
Kevin was saying,
on,
is
you're
we
supposed to
wanna bring
like
that story
sell
to the
it.
forefront. These story missions have handlers.
How do we sell
Modern
Garad
Warfare
Crovey?
world,
Here,
the
put a
Black
fucking
Ops
bunch
world,
of
the open world
dragons
that
in
you
the
might see
fucking
some new
trailer.
friends along the
Fuck
way as
you.
well, and they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map. Lots of different activities and cool things to do.
They keep saying the big map. It's because they don't want to reveal it's a Warzone
being a
map.
Zombies player, we want you to experience that story. We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies,
Yeah.
you can free roam and do that, and then
I'm
jump
seasoned
to the story
and I
later.
expect
we
more.
really have embraced that open world sort of feeling.
What is the
across
depth?
this, and that's really the exciting thing is it kind of pick your poison, that player pacing in that sense. But
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day. Super awesome and great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right? But Zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time. It's really. It runs side by side, parallel to Call of Duty, and it's incredible.
No,
legacy.
it doesn't.
But there
You
are still players
motherfuckers
that are gonna
shafted
be
all
new
the
to this, that
goddamn
are coming into
time.
this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because
So
this
they
could
should
be a little jarring,
get
right?
Black
There's a
Ops
lot
3
of stuff
Zombies
going on
Chronicles
over here.
Edition, which is
Absolutely.
actually
So
going to
Zombies
be
can pretty
$5
intimidating,
on
and we
every
know that
platform.
there might be a lot of players who might only play
And you
Modern
should get that
Warfare,
instead.
DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode to make sure that they can have success and have fun.
Okay,
and
what does
also
this
support
mean?
Our veteran audience.
I know
So-
this
On
is
a
the
brand
Warzone
new-
map.
on a
Is
brand
this?
new map, and we'll talk about that more later.
Not later.
But here, for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going
Okay,
to want to
so
try to get into that center
boring,
of that map as soon as possible.
eh,
That's where Sakeo threw that
actual
vial and started this
challenge.
entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Yeah.
I
No.
gotta say.
Yeah.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay
Hate to
for
see
it.
it.
All right. Well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone. So to
Oh,
speak.
dude,
But
who
one
the
thing
fuck
that
is
we
gonna
know is that
enjoy
there are
this?
core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box. We've got wall buys. We've got the Pack-a-Punch, the Pat machine. All
Holy
of these
shit!
things are spread out across this
Wall
giant
buys!
map. And as you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel as you get more powerful. And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well. Using
You're
the
gonna see
score
features
streaks.
that you recognize.
Absolutely.
You're that
from
fused
experiences
with
other modes.
DMZ
100%, which you may
DNA.
not have had in other zombies.
They
so
just
that's where
admitted
we
it.
really, if we've married them together.
They just
in
put
interesting
zombies
ways.
on the
It's
DMZ.
The most important core feature, of course,
It's a sweet new feature, folks.
What?
is our cereal.
Zombie cereal.
You can't find this in the map. I wish you could.
Yeah.
It's actually delicious, though.
Yeah,
So
it's
what
your
is
Call of Duty Next. It
the
has,
end
some
game
awesome features.
to
It's got a UV
this?
light.
It's out-
alternate
Like, what is the
alternate
goal
I may or may not have taken a
of
box
this?
of
Because
things.
it's like in
Absolutely.
Outbreak,
I
it's
mean,
like,
it's
okay,
great.
you
I'm not talking
progress
about
a
a single
certain
box.
amount of
Yeah, okay,
zones,
great.
Oh,
What
that
came off
sort
the
of
truck,
stuff.
you know?
Wow.
And shout out to
In
Off-Limits
normal zombies,
Cereal
it's
for
like,
making
okay,
us
you
with
get
the
to a
box
really
bespoke
high round,
for
or you
Modern
beat its
Warfare 3
Easter egg.
zombies, and it's
If
a
you're not
one-on-one
doing,
business, which is
if there's
awesome.
supposedly an
Anybody
Easter
can
egg
Yeah.
in
So
this,
I would be remiss
what is your
to,
end goal?
to not hit on one of the
Or, like, what are you
core
trying to
features,
improve
for our zombies
in?
Oh, yes.
players. And that's the wonder weapon,
Oh,
guys.
yes.
I need to know.
Yeah, so of course we have. a
You
Wonder
don't know
Weapon,
shit
and
about
it has
Wonder
been
Weapons,
custom
bro.
made
Name
again
2
for
Wonder
this open
Weapons.
world experience. It is the
Boy.
Scorcher.
Oh my word!
I'm gonna let you just look at
Indeed,
it for a
Alex.
Look at that
second.
first raise.
Yes,
That thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the Scorcher again is built for demolishing the highest density of
That was like
zombies you've
10
ever
targets.
seen
The
before.
hordes.
Oh yes,
We're
the
gonna melt hordes.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, it's got an alt fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like it's really.
Wait, so you can like rocket jump
Oh,
with it? Is that
yeah, absolutely. It's once you get into like basically the flow state of using it and it's in your arsenal.
I feel like that's the only reason I'll use it.
There's no limit.
Chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's kiss.
Chef's
Wonder
kiss,
weapon.
you're like, I'm the
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
That's the
part
only
of what
creative
makes zombies
thing
so
so far.
special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this? It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is
What
a really
keeps the
kind of
challenge?
replayable mode. It's an extraction.
What are you trying to get? What are you trying to
exfil
get the higher
mode, right? So you're trying to
round
get
in?
deeper and deeper into the map, and at first, you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot.
You're deeper in the
over and
map.
over,
Okay, you're
gain
really. I'm
mastery,
really good at zombies,
try
so
to
I'm
take
probably going to be
things
really
out,
good
Make sure you
deep in the
successfully
map.
exfil, so
Then
you
what?
come back in the next time with hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me, we mentioned it
It's
before.
just
We
DMZ.
saw Zakayev
Oh my
eat the
God.
vial in the cinematic. That has created.
What is the
inversion
goal?
from
Are you
that
trying to
super
get
hot
higher
area.
rounds?
We
Are you
saw
trying to
a little
just
bit of
last
attack
longer?
Can you
What
talk
is
to
the
me about
goal?
How the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the player there.
Yeah, so this thing is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aether. So
Source.
it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit. At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the
dang.
map, and that's where you need to get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies.
And it gets really, intense.
So it's a total
What?
1 hour
Session.
limit. Yeah, 1 hour session. Again, those.
What? Are you kidding me, dude? What? Oh my god, dude. This is like seeing your baby just. Oh, dude. You can only play this for 1 hour. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh. So you talk about replayability, then what the fuck is the point? Oh my god, dude, this is
24 players.
It goes back to getting in, again, player pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat. But the Aether Storm waits for no one.
Nope.
And it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we gonna
Are we
find in
getting the
there?
hell out of
What's the
Dodge?
exfil
What
plan?
are we
Yeah.
doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow.
Yeah.
Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We have,
Item persistence.
yes,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
insurance
Okay.
slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past, you've had to do all that just in-game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisition. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match, and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, pack a
Infill
punch,
hot.
drink
Yes.
4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high threat.
This
Straight
isn't
into the red
zombies anymore,
zone,
dude.
juiced up on perks, right?
Yeah.
Ours
Why
is
isn't
quite a
zombies
difference.
anymore?
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
But what was the, I guess, like, inspiration? Was it just, hey, let's just try something creative, different, fun. Do what Zombies has always done and push the bar.
Do
Yeah, just, like,
DMZ with
introducing this
zombie
different kind of
AI.
pressure with the time limit,
Yeah.
but then now giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
it's part
The
of
hour
that,
time
how
limit
do you
is
use
not
new
like,
players
oh
and
man, we
seasoned
gotta
players,
push
right?
pressure.
It
It's
kinda relates to
okay,
rounds if you're
time's
familiar
up.
from that,
You've
is
had your
like,
fun.
when
Get
you get
the
into the
fuck
higher
out.
zones and you have more of that arsenal, that's for those seasoned
They're gonna
players.
feel it.
They're gonna feel it and they're gonna want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be loaded up on a bunch of stuff coming in to really succeed.
All right, we're getting into the lightning round here. Finally, Miles, I asked you before. You said that Zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter eggs are out there lurking in the world.
So when like Jason Blundell and Jimmy Zielinski were running it, they could be really cryptic and be like, "Oh man, there might be something to discover," because you knew that there would be something to discover. There was a chalk full of creativity and passion and Easter eggs, and now it's just like, oh man, there could be something. Yeah, there could be, but there probably isn't. Fuck, dude, this is just like you have no trust from the hardcore community you have no trust from them that you're going to deliver on anything. You can just be saying this stuff and it's like there's nothing to back it up. You can say, oh, there could be Easter eggs. There could be Easter eggs in Vanguard. There could have been round-based maps in Vanguard. That would have been nice. We could have just never made Outbreak. We could have just made another DLC. That would have been nice too.
All the secrets again.
Oh.
I'm gonna pressure you.
Keep going back to the well here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
You know, I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
we want people to find them.
We do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well,
So
look,
more coming.
You're not getting it out of us.
Well, you know what? Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that, ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters? What do you tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go, there's going to be danger. But then we have all of our other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic, who can disguise himself as a cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The Disciple, he buffs.
That was me this morning.
Just waking
Free
up.
coffee.
Buffing zombies and life draining. The Mangler with his cannon and ranged attacks. So just all sorts of threats. But the Mega Abomination, he's about 3 times bigger than we last saw him.
Yeah, because he needed to be bigger.
Yeah, he's now thrown some crawlers under his stomach.
These two motherfuckers cannot name the map that the Abomination was introduced in. I challenge these two motherfuckers, without any prompting here, to tell the audience when the Abomination or any of those enemies were introduced. Which maps were they introduced in? These motherfuckers, I hate this shit so much. You guys are unqualified to, like, it would be so much better if you had fucking mrtalekjd and fucking mrtlexify right here, or one of those zombie motherfuckers. It would have been so much better if one of these guys, because they actually know the questions to ask these guys. But they know that they have to get some normie motherfuckers because they know they're not going to ask hard questions. This is the time when you're supposed to be like, hey, dude, is there going to be a main quest Easter egg? Oh, yes, we actually forgot to do that. Like, oh, hey, I'm mrtlexify. I have a big forehead. Is there going to be round-based? Lol, no. They know it because they're going to ask the actual questions, and it's going to make them look stupid because this is dumb, and they're like, it's departing zombies so much. I'm so sick of this, dude. You can't just put, like, Warzone map zombies in it. Whoa, dude. Like, it's just...
Oh, fun.
The dingle dangles.
He can't fit in buildings anymore. He's so big. So he needs those guys to go inside.
Get you in the buildings.
This is when you talk about, like, that opportunity of open world.
You know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of, dude, right now? Because Kevin Drew is, like, the only motherfucker that actually knows what he's talking about. This reminds me of the clip when the Mario movie was coming out, and that stupid fucking interviewer was, like, asking Jack Black, is like, were you excited to play Bowser? And then Jack Black's like, oh yeah, I was so excited, while he's, like, fully decked out in the thing. That's what this motherfucker right here is reminding me of right now. Like, Jesus Christ,
okay,
dude.
You think you're going to be safe? I'm going to run inside.
Oh my
no,
God.
absolutely not. The Abomination will send in these little creatures, and they will try to explode and flush you out. So really, it's, do you want to die by the lasers outside, or do you want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you.
Your choice.
It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
That's right.
But perhaps more terrifying than monsters even for the first time.
Is the fact that we don't have a round-based map.
Well.
The real enemies all along.
No, it's gonna be Carrier again. No, dude, Carrier, no. Think back. You guys, these developers have short-term memory loss, dude. Oh, think, guys. Oh, think we're Treyarch. Okay, let's see. Put enemies and a human AI that will shoot at you in zombies. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. Is that what they want? Oh man, I can't think of any maps that could have possibly existed before this. Oh man, I'm thinking too hard.
So this enemy PMC group,
yeah, absolutely,
is in the world.
That's another, again, important to the story when you go back to Sakayev and this Terminus Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired.
Outcome.
They found that Ethereum
is a travesty.
They want more in
I would have
sort of
preferred if
bad
they
guy
just
fashion,
didn't do
and
this.
they are across the map. So
I
for
feel
the
like
first time,
everyone,
you're going to be able
like
to,
if
you want,
Forsaken
fight these AI.
was
There's
the
gameplay loop tied
last
to them,
zombies
where there's
content
on
we've
that
had.
side. And
I
you
feel
can run
like
into them. You can avoid
no
them if you
one
want.
would
You
have
just want to chill out,
batted
shoot
a
zombies all day.
fucking
That's
eye
great.
at this
You want to mix
shit.
it, that's cool. Or the coolest thing is to take a horde of zombies, and Kevin loves to say it's like a hornet's nest, which it is you shoot a few, you get a big horde of them.
They're upset.
And you basically train them right into the human
that's
AI.
cool.
And,
Okay.
And it's basically the zombies are third-partying.
Yes.
Right? Which is awesome. So we're 100% team zombies, and you just kind of sneak by as they're causing all the carnage, so you can loot, get what you need, and get out. But it's really just I can't express the moment when you unleash your own zombie horde on the human AI. It's really satisfying.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow, they spoiled the one creative thing you probably
wait.
could have done in this map. They
So
spoiled
you guys
that.
saw it after the zombies trailer earlier, but in a couple of minutes, Lottie's going to give you all the details on the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. Stay tuned. That thing is absolutely absurd. It's 100% something that you're going to want to see in Zombies Day 1. But I have some other news. We got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep talking about.
Is it over
I
yet?
am excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first look at the brand new map coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's going to
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome stuff. Firstly, Kevin, Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your passion is infectious. Your love for this is truly inspirational, and I'm excited to try it out.
I wish we could stay and talk about it.
Yes. I think we
You
could.
didn't draw your self-portrait.
Well,
Kevin drew some lovely zombies artwork
I
today
think we
that
could talk about this
will
all
be
day.
debuting later.
It's going to be awesome. I'm sure everyone's so
Thanks for
excited to
having
jump
us.
into zombies. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for sharing that love for this. And that, of course, wraps up our Modern Warfare Zombies portion of this show.
I think it just died a little. So, if anyone expected Modern Warfare 3 Zombies content from me, you motherfuckers. So, when am I ever, if I'm ever gonna post Modern Warfare 3 Zombies content, it's if they, like, during a free weekend. Whenever they make the fucking game free to play for the weekend or some shit. Because they do that a lot. Yeah, this looks like dog shit. I'm sure the subreddit is totally excited right now. They're like fucking orgasming right now. Jesus Christ, the fucking lighting. I forgot. So the sun set as this like thing was going on, and I just looked at the fucking the playback here, and it's like, Jesus Christ. How long have we been recording? We have been recording for 39 minutes. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be, I don't know. This is gonna be the Friday. I don't know. Is this a Friday video? I should just upload this today. Whatever. So the Carrier Easter egg guide is gonna come out next Friday, and then the Friday after that is gonna be the infection, what's the word? The deep dive video, and then I'll try to do the carrier deep dive or the descent Easter egg after that. I'm sorry guys, it's been a long summer. I've been just busy, constantly doing shit. But I do get a gap in work at least, so I have a couple weeks to work on some shit. But then again, you know, after that, just work ramps up again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my depression, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.